Thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of 4 Minute Friday. My name is Linda. Every Friday, I spend a few minutes talking about something that inspired or challenged me. The topic could be anything: technology, lifestyle, innovation, or the environment. Let's begin. The 4 minutes starts right now. There is a glimmer of hope. The world is starting to open up, and I have to say I'm very excited about that. However, cautiously optimistic. Last week I was listening to a river cruise line, and they're excited to start service again at the beginning of July. I get notifications saying Spain is opening, France is opening. There are restrictions for some of these European countries. You will need to be vaccinated. However, the borders are starting to open. We have gone through a very trying 15 months in the travel industry, to be certain. And although things are starting to gear up, it will be a different world. Surf and Safari will be focusing on eco-holidays once travel resumes in earnest. And you might be wondering what eco-travel means. There are 3 pillars to eco-travel. The first pillar is care of the environment, having as little impact on the environment and the natural world as possible. The second pillar is culture. Very often we go to these places and it is the different culture that we want to explore and see and learn about. How are they different? How are we the same? And number 3 is economy. And it is really important that tourist dollars actually go into the regions where you are traveling. For me, a holiday is more than just relaxing on the beach, although that is wonderful as well. It's about going and exploring the destination, discovering that underwater world as I did the first time in Fiji. Going to a rainforest that is pristine and just seeing how lush that is. I remember speaking to George Ross at a presentation one evening, and I sat down and talked to him and asked him about travel. And it was a very interesting conversation, and he was speaking about an island in South Sulawesi in Indonesia, and he told me about the rituals of the people and how he was able to experience this cultural celebration and what it meant for him. I will never forget that conversation, and it also made me research and look at it and see, wow, that's so interesting. What interesting stories can you share? I'm sure that many that are listening to this video would love to hear it as well. So I am very curious. What will your first holiday be? Are you going to travel to visit relatives, either in the country or overseas? So just jot down a little note under the video or on the Surf and Safari Facebook page or on my personal Facebook page. Travel is truly the greatest education.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode of 4 Minute Friday. Please leave a comment below or subscribe to the channel. Until next week, this is Linda Lowen signing off. Have a great weekend.